Hi class, so today I'm going to review with you how to write formulas for ionic compounds from given ions. So this is a very straightforward topic, and we've already learned how to determine the charges of some of the representative elements. You're going to use the polyatomic ion list to determine the charges of the other ones. Now, there are a couple of basic steps for writing formulas. First, you have to go through a process called crisscrossing. First you crisscross, and then the second step is you reduce. And that's literally it. Those are the two steps. I'm going to do 6 examples here to show you how to go through this process of crisscrossing and reducing to turn ions into formulas. So, in this example, we have sodium with a +1 charge. Now, you see a plus, but it means +1. The 1 doesn't have to be written. And here, chlorine, or chloride ion, is 1 minus, or -1, and the 1's not written. You take the number that is in that spot, which is a 1, and crisscross it to the bottom of the other ion. You take the number that's next to the chloride charge and write that at the bottom. So basically you would write Na1 Cl1, except we don't write 1s. So the answer in this case would be NaCl, and that would be sodium chloride as the name. But all you have to know is how to write this formula. So that's the first example. The second example is Mg2 plus and F minus. The magnesium ion, you take the 2 that's in this top right hand corner of that ion, and you put that at the bottom of the F. You take the number here, which is a 1, and you put that at the bottom. Remember, don't worry about the charges, just use the numbers. So it would be Mg1F2, except you don't write the 1s, so you just write MgF2. The name of this compound is magnesium fluoride. So that's how you do this one. You write the ionic formula this way. In the third example, you take the number that's in this corner of the calcium ion and put it at the bottom of the sulfur ion. You take the number at the corner of the sulfur ion and you put it at the bottom of the calcium ion, so it becomes Ca2S2. Now, here comes in the second step that we haven't done yet, and that is reducing. And when the 2 and the 2, they reduce, it becomes Cas, and there's my answer, and it's calcium sulfide. But that's how you write the formula. In the next example, there's a calcium ion and there's a nitrate ion. This is called a polyatomic anion. It's a polyatomic ion because it's many atoms that form one ion, and it's an anion because it's negative. So anyway, we crisscross, we put this number at the bottom right there, and we put this number, which is a 1, at the bottom right there. So it's calcium with a 1, and then NO3 with a 2. Except we want to say we have 2 nitrates, so we put parentheses around it to indicate that there's 2 nitrates. But again, we don't write the 1s, so we just write CaNO3 2, and there's your answer. In the second to last example, we have ammonium ion and sulfate ion. And again, you take the number in the top right hand corner, that's a 1, and put it down here. You take the number at the top right hand corner and put it down here, and you rewrite it. NH4 with a 2, but remember it's not 42, it's 2 ammonium ions. So you put a parentheses around it. And then you write sulfate with a 1, but we don't have to write the 1. We shouldn't write the 1. So there's your answer, ammonium sulfate, and you can't reduce it. The most common mistake is that gets reduced with that, and it shouldn't, because then it's no longer the original question. The original question had SO4 in it, and the final answer has to have SO4 in it. So in the last example, we have Mg2 plus and sulfate ion. We take the 2 from the magnesium ion and put it at the bottom. We take the 2 from the 2 minus on the sulfate ion and cross it to the bottom. So you put Mg2 SO4. There's 2 of them, but not 42, so you put parentheses. And now we have to reduce. See, we have a 2 there and a 2 there. Well, that means we got to reduce it. So it becomes MgSO4. The parentheses disappear because now this reduces to 1, and this would be magnesium sulfate. And there you go. So the things I put in the boxes are the only things that you have to know for this quiz, which is called Ions to Formulas. So there's 2 worksheets to work on practicing this, and I hope you work on this class and show me how to do it in class. Remember, the positive one always, always, always goes first, and the negative one, the anion, always, always, always goes second. There are no exceptions to that. Good luck, and I will see you in class.